first opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Today, well, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Chicago Bears.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Soldier Field.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by the former Buckeye, the young rookie QB from Ohio State.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career has demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off play action. Howard. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A gain of 12. And a Steeler 1st down.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his route, limit his touches. But that plan, not working too well in this opening drive. There's already 2 catches for him, and this one, good for a 1st down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Midfield.
Now 2nd and 3. In motion right, that's Metcalf.
To throw is Howard. Off the play fake.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Here's Howard throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Williams. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On play action, here's Williams. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Running is Monangai.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
For the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he stopped immediately there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
Back to throw. Howard. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Howard.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Howard.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Jalen Warren.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Chicago offense set to get started.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams.
And his throw is incomplete.
Williams pass.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams.
He's got this complete to Burden.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of 9.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3-yard pickup.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
23-yard line.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Howard. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days,
multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Williams.
And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 17.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on first down.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Howard.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 7.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 3.
Looking to throw. Howard. Over the middle, it's complete.
Gain of 6.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10. On the give, it's Warren. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Operating from the gun. Howard. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. A good pickup there, a 22.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Steelers.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Slant route, and he's got Fryermuth.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 17, here's second and 4.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Boswell for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Steelers 14.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a first and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The tight end in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Throwing is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And they'll get this down to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throwing again here, Williams.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore taking it in.
And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
33-yard line.
Howard throwing to start the drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A handoff for Warren. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Howard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Back to throw. Howard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Now, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Boswell's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
On first down, they'll start out with Price.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Going right back to Price.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 43-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Warren.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now this time he'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Warren with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
He juked him. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 27. Incomplete. T.J. Watt on the coverage.
Second and 10. To throw, Williams.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Tate. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 20.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers offense and their running back Jalen Warren headed back onto the field. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for Pat Fryermuir. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Howard. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the Steelers call on Corliss Waitman to punt.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Colston Loveland, the intended receiver.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
23-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Timing was just a bit off, and that can happen occasionally, even with these fine professionals in the NFL.
But on those out routes, that requires precision, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Everyone has to be in sync from the time the quarterback hits his back foot and delivers the ball to the receiver turning to find it.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
That's good.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 49-yard line.
To throw once more, here's Williams.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
And a yard at the Steelers' 40-yard line.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here. Let's go, baby.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Williams.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. 7 yards there at a 1st down.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. from the left hash. It's an even 50-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Running left, it's Warren.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Operating from the gun. Howard.
Got his man, it's Warren.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead with Price.
And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Asante Samuel on the coverage.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. "46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Howard. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Warren will try the right side. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time backing in this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter. These guys are hard to find.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Warren.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
Operating from the gun. Howard. He's got it.
And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Warren diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
The Steelers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Second and 6. He finds his man, complete. That's one. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. He's been a big one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 5.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Looking to throw. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Howard. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for number 12, incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw. Howard. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Warren. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
It's a gain of 6. And a Steeler first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Howard.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Price. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Running here out of the gun with Price. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
That's good.
And teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments. You often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
To the air, Williams.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Working out of the gun, Williams. That is caught.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
A give up the middle to Price.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. Williams.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
For Luther Burden, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And this is caught. He hits more. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
They'll run here with Price.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's now
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
On 4th down, here's Williams.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. So a 3rd straight pass attempt after they ran it on 1st down. 3rd straight incompletion. Now they're forced to give the ball up.
They must have felt like they just couldn't get it done on the ground. You know, something in what they saw in the defense or how they felt about the offensive line. It just told them throw the football and end up with 3 straight incompletions, turn the ball over on downs, give a big, big check mark to the defense on that one. I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run it. Warren.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 12.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a run with Warren. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 94 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
1st down.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Back to throw. Howard.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Throwing is Williams.
He completes it to Tate. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick 1st down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Looking to throw. Williams. He finds his man. Complete. It's Tate. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Tate. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air once more. Williams. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and a couple.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass caught right side by Loveland.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a 1st down with that catch.
Looking to throw is Williams. He's got the connection to Moore.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
A give running right. It's Price with it.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score. Steelers.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They went to their big body tight end on second down in hopes that he could plow his way to a first down, but they were ready for him defensively and ended up holding him to a modest gain.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Warren. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.